Hello to all. In last video lecture we see the Zener diode. In now we see the avalanche breakdown in Zener diode. The Zener effect predominates on diodes whose breakdown voltage is below 6 volt. The breakdown voltage can be obtained at a large value by reducing the concentration of impurity atom. We know that very little amount of current flows in the reverse bias diode. This current is due to the flow of minority charge carriers, that is electrons in the p-type semiconductor and holes in the n-type semiconductor. The width of the depletion region is large when the impurity concentration is less. When a reverse bias voltage is applied across the terminals of the diode, the electrons from the p-type material and the holes from the n-type material accelerate through the depletion region. This results in collision of intrinsic particles, electrons and holes with the bound of electrons in the depletion region. With the increase in reverse bias voltage, the acceleration of electrons and holes are increases. Now the intrinsic particles collides with bound electrons with enough energy to break its covalent bond and create an electron hole pair. This is shown in figure. The avalanche breakdown mechanism is as shown in figure. The P region where the majority carriers are holes, and in N region the majority carriers are electrons. In P region the collision of electrons with nucleus, the diffusion of electrons minority carriers from p-type material, the electric field having avalanche breakdown depletion region. In N region electron hole pair created. The collision of electrons with the atoms creates an electron hole pair. This newly created electron also gets accelerated due to electric field and breaks many more covalent bonds to further create more electron hole pair. This process keeps on repeating and it is called a carrier multiplication. The newly created electrons and holes contribute to the rise in reverse current. The process of carrier multiplication occurs very quickly and in very large numbers, that there is apparently an avalanche of charge carriers. Thus the breakdown is called avalanche breakdown. Difference between Zener breakdown and avalanche breakdown is, in Zener breakdown, this occurs at junctions which, being heavily doped, have narrow depletion layer. Zener breakdown voltage sets a very strong electric field across this narrow layer. In avalanche breakdown, this occurs at a junction which, being lightly doped, have a wide depletion layer. Here in avalanche breakdown, the electric field is not strong enough to produce a Zener breakdown. In Zener breakdown, the electric field is very strong to rupture the covalent bonds, thereby generating electron hole pairs. So even a small increase in reverse voltage is capable of producing large number of current carriers. In avalanche breakdown, her minority carriers collide with semiconductor atoms in the depletion region, which breaks the covalent bonds and electron hole pairs are generated. Newly generated charge carriers are accelerated by the electric field, which results in more collision and generates avalanche of charge carriers. This results in avalanche breakdown. The last point in Zener breakdown is Zener diode exhibits negative temperature coefficient, that is breakdown voltage decreases as temperature increases. In avalanche breakdown, avalanche diode exhibits positive temperature coefficient, that is in breakdown voltage increases with increase in temperature. The PN junction breakdown characteristics as shown in figure. The forward bias, forward current, and in reverse current, reverse bias. In reverse current, the Zener breakdown and the avalanche breakdown voltage is shown.